Don't give up on acting. This video is for those of you that are having one of those this
business sucks
days, aka maybe it's for me to look back on. Things I remind myself of every time I want to quit acting. Number one, it's a choice. You don't have to do this. Look, I literally have like 4 self-tapes today, and I was supposed to hang out with my friend, and I have to work, and da-da-da-da. You don't have to do the self-tapes. Nobody's forcing you. Don't turn them in then, Sophie. And then I'm like, oh. What if you quit, you don't turn in that tape, and that was your big break? The exciting and the horrible part about this business. I remind myself, it's a blessing to even have auditions. It's a blessing to be a part of this craft. It does suck sometimes, but hey. I'm always like, but I love it too much, you know? The second thing to note is that work comes in waves. Auditions come in waves. Bookings come in waves. There's hills and there's valleys, baby. You might have 3 months of no work. And then you might book a Netflix show. You might film the Netflix show. And then have no work for 3 more months. It does. It happens to big name actors. It happens to actors on all levels. So just reminding yourself, right now, it might be a slow season. I might be tempted to just cry and quit and throw a fit. But next week, I'll probably have
10 auditions in one day. So it be like that.
Whenever it's most inconvenient for you, that's when the auditions will come. Number 3, in terms of your acting career, focus on the things that you can control. So don't focus, you get an audition and your goal is, I want to book this job. Instead of focusing on booking the job, which there are so many different factors you can't control, something as simple as you're not the ethnicity they want for the role. So it could be so many things that you don't have control over. The person that gets it might know somebody. All of these you can control is if you actually put effort into this tape. Especially if it's a good quality theatrical tape. Really take the time to learn the lines, to dive into the character, to do the thing. I've said this before, I definitely don't think all auditions are created equal. I've definitely had some flunky commercial ones in my time. I can make this the best tape ever. I can actually really learn the lines. I can actually really dive into character. I can make sure my self-tape setup is so freaking amazing. Focus on the things you can control. Your job is to audition. I think a 4th thing is just to remember why. I have a moment where I'm like, this is just so hard, like da-da-da. Then I remember that little girl, Sophie, that constantly was playing pretend, talking to herself all the time, reenacting scenes all the time, and just how passionate she was about playing pretend, which is now what I do for my job. I just remind myself, like, this is the number 1 desire, this is the number 1 fire in my soul, and that's why I do it. 5th thing I remind myself of, because a lot of the times I can be like, oh my gosh, there are so many freaking tall blondes in Los Angeles that are also actors, which is true. And you might also feel that way about your type, is like, oh, there's so many people that look like me that could probably act like me, da-da-da. But you know what? There's not somebody who's exactly you. These people don't have your life experiences. They don't have your brain. They don't have your mind, your soul, your heart. They don't have the things that really make you you. They don't have your personality quirks. They don't have your likes, your dislikes. And humans are so complex that this character, if they're going just off your looks, they might not care if it's guy A or guy B, just going off looks. But it actually happens that guy B has the same strange tendencies as this character. So we're going to go with guy B because he has the same strange tendencies as this character, even though guy A fits the look just as good. You know? There's room for all of us in this business. Room for you, so don't you quit.